Euphoria has a new season, and we need to talk about it because I was expecting normal romantic scenes just like the previous season, but Sydney Sweeney just rubbed something on her. Wow, I can't even say what she did on HBO. And honestly, that wasn't even the worst thing this season. So Euphoria came back after 4 long years, and within minutes, it broke every rule you thought TV had. Adult baby costumes, dog roleplay, a naked American flag scene, and we're only on episode 4. So if season 3 already went this far, you gotta ask yourself one thing. What in the world is left for season 4 to break? Stick around because the answer is uglier than you think. If you're a Euphoria fan, you already know what happened. After waiting since 2022, season 3 finally dropped on April 12th, 2026. And the second it hit, fans were screaming at their screens. In this video, I'm gonna get to the scary part, the season 4 predictions. Because if season 3 already showed you adult babies and Coca-Cola, by the way, by Coca-Cola, I mean something else. I hope you get what I mean, so yeah, Coca-Cola on body parts. What's left? You're about to find out. The scenes that broke the internet. Let's start with the scene that made Twitter completely lose its mind. Episode 1, opening minutes. Cassie shows up dressed as an adult baby. Diaper, pacifier, pigtails, topless, sitting on the floor like an actual infant, filming content for OnlyFans. Fans saw it and could not believe HBO actually aired it. Then later in that same episode, Cassie shows up in another scene wearing lingerie, acting like a dog, like a literal pet, crawling around doing the whole animal roleplay thing for subscribers. People watched it live and genuinely thought it was a joke at first. The show went there, and the cameras kept rolling. Then came the baseball scene, and this one is wild. Cassie is almost completely naked, wearing nothing but a nude-colored thong, a backwards baseball cap, some sneakers, and a baseball glove. Her arms are the only thing covering her chest, and she's just standing there licking ice cream as it drips down her bare body. Just Jared called it one of the most provocative shots Sydney has ever filmed in her entire career. And honestly, looking at the screenshots, it's hard to argue. And HBO has aired some stuff. But the moment that broke even the die-hard, ride-or-die Euphoria fans came in episode 4. Cassie shows up to an influencer party that's being thrown by a character named Brandon Fontaine, played by Jeff Wahlberg. And in front of everybody at the party, she pulls out and rubs it on her private parts. Right there, on camera. For the OnlyFans content. Same episode, she kisses another girl on camera, dabbles in more and posts the whole thing online for clout. Because that's exactly what this season feels like. One shock, then another, then another. And the whole time this is happening, Rue's voiceover plays over the scenes. She says, and I'm quoting, "Beautiful but directionless. So desperate for attention, she's willing to humiliate herself." That one line basically tells you what Sam Levinson thinks he's doing with this character. Real OnlyFans creators say it crossed a legal line. Now here's the part that nobody saw coming. Yeah, even OnlyFans has limits, and Euphoria blew right past them. Stylecaster broke this story on May 6th, 2026. They got experts to weigh in for Radar Online, and the experts said it plain. Some of Cassie's scenes are too much, even for OnlyFans itself. Let that sink in for a second. The most permissive adult platform online has rules, and what Sydney filmed for HBO would break them. Here's why. There are new laws now that ban any material involving adults pretending to be under 18. And Reel creator Madison Moore came in with a reality check. She said the show makes OnlyFans look like easy money. Like, you just send a couple messages and $50 shows up. Moore says actual new creators earn about $1,000 to $2,000 a month, not the instant wealth Cassie is using to pay for her dream wedding. Moore explained that doing well on the platform takes time, planning, a real social media presence, and steady work. Months of effort, not a TV montage. Then, Sophie Rain, another top-earning creator, blasted Sydney's storyline back on April 17th. She called out the infant scene by name and said it should almost be illegal. Those are her exact words. She also said the writers got the whole platform wrong. They don't understand how real creators protect their own limits. Art or exploitation? The humiliation ritual debate. So that brings us to the biggest fight in the fandom right now. Is what Sam Levinson is doing actually telling a story? Or is he just humiliating Sydney Sweeney for the cameras? Fox News ran the headline on May 6th. Fans are literally begging Euphoria to end the humiliation ritual. They said watching it makes them uncomfortable. Not in the good, art makes you think way, in the bad way, the walk out of the room way. The main complaint is simple. Cassie's whole storyline this season is just one cycle of degradation after another. There's no real movement, no growth, no point, just shock after shock after shock. Fans on Twitter said Sydney Sweeney in season 3 is literally just being humiliated for the camera. And that's not entertainment, that's discomfort. A lot of viewers are openly saying Sam Levinson is using Sydney. They believe he's not writing a character anymore. That's a heavy accusation, but it's out there and it's loud.
Euphoria creator Sam Levinson defends Sydney Sweeney's OnlyFans storyline. After facing backlash over Sydney's racy storyline in the HBO series Season 3 premiere, which debuted on April 12th, Levinson hit back at the ongoing criticism. 41-year-old added, "What we wanted to always find is the other layer of absurdity that we're able to tie into it so that we're not too inside of her fantasy or illusion." But it wasn't just the storyline that Levinson felt would accomplish this. He and longtime director of photography, Marcel Rev, also zeroed in on the lighting of the scene, which they felt paired well with the gaudy home decor.
Now, the other side has a point too. Some fans are defending the show. They say Cassie has always been emotionally broken. Variety even pointed out something kind of sharp. Sydney Sweeney's whole career has been built on selling herself as a brand. So playing a girl who sells herself online is either really smart meta storytelling or it's a mean joke at her own expense. Depends on who you ask. Then there's the numbness problem. Fans are saying that every episode tries to top the last one. Every single week, the scene gets crazier than the one before. And after a while, you stop being shocked by any of it. You just start feeling gross, which means the show stops working as social commentary and starts being something else entirely. Something a lot less fun to watch. One viewer on The Bullet posted something I think a lot of people related to. They said, "What in the world was that? This was not on my bingo card for what she would wear." And that's the thing. When the shocks come this fast and this often, you can't process them anymore. The whole point of shock value is that it's rare. Make it constant and it just turns into noise. So what's left for season 4 to break? Okay, so let's add it all up. Season 3 already covered adult baby roleplay, animal cosplay, girl-on-girl experimentation for clout, full only exploitation. So tell me, what is actually left for season 4? El Balad reported back in January 2026 that the next season is going to be just as bold, just as provocative, and that it will challenge social norms even further than this. Take a second with that. Fans have been throwing theories around online, and some of them are dark, like really dark. I'm talking the kind of theories you have to read twice. People are saying season 4 might cross into incest storylines, teacher and student relationships. Some fans are even saying things that go past what TV is technically even allowed to show on a major network. For Rue, fans think she might become a full dealer working with the feds, snitching on the very people who used to love her. Think about that for a second. The ultimate moral collapse for a recovering addict, becoming the exact thing she spent 2 whole seasons running from. That's not a redemption arc, that's the opposite. For Cassie, the predictions get even worse. Fans are saying she might end up in escort work, or get pulled into a trafficking storyline, or get by an older, richer man, or have a full mental breakdown that lands her in a hospital. And honestly, looking at where she ended season 3, none of that feels like a stretch. The runway is built, they just have to drive down it. Then there's Nate Jacobs. The guy already has serious control issues and a violent streak. Fans are predicting season 4 might escalate him into full domestic abuse, possible murder charges, or even a serial killer arc. He's the wild card. And then there's Jules. Her storyline could go even deeper. Fans are talking about detransition regret, survival work, medical complications from hormone use, a full reassignment storyline, stuff that hasn't been shown on a major show before. In an interview with Daily Beast, Sam Levinson literally said he wants to find, and I'm quoting, another layer of absurdity. He said he wants to jump out and break the wall. The creator is straight up telling you he plans to push it further. He's not hiding it. So here's the question I want you sitting with. What is possibly left for season 4 to shock you with? Anything they do next either repeats what we've already seen or crosses into actual illegal territory. There's no middle ground left. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Euphoria has gone too far? Or is this exactly what the show is supposed to be? Drop your honest take in the comments below. I read every single one, and the best ones might end up in the next video. And tell me this, which scene from season 3 disturbed you the most? And while you're at it, what taboo do you think season 4 is going to break next? Some of you have wild theories. I want to hear them.